Hi, I am All and welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'll be sharing another academic tip and trick. That is, I'll be showing you how to search for and identify appropriate articles for your research. Well, it is a concern that has been raised a number of times, especially by researchers, by students, when they can hardly identify the appropriate articles to use in their research. So most of the time, and a lot of time is taken to do that instead of concentrating on what exactly is important. Through this video, I'll be showing you extremely simple steps that you can take to filter out research articles that are very beneficial to you. But before I start, feel free to give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe for more academic tips and tricks. Also, check out my previous videos for more tips and tricks. So here we go. To start with, in order for you to identify appropriate articles for your research, you need keywords. So you need keywords defined already, and those are the keywords that are going to help us search and identify for appropriate articles. For this example, I'm going to use two keywords, and these have already been identified here. Do not mind about the research field at this point, but this procedure works for any research field you're in. So for this example, I'm going to use these two keywords: atmospheric irregularities and scintillations. These are mostly space physics terms, but as I said earlier, it works for any academic research field. So I'll go ahead and copy these two keywords, open my browser, any browser of your choice. Here we go. This is my Google Chrome browser. In the search box, please type in Google Scholar. Open the Google Scholar page. Then type in your keywords. Click on the search button. As you can see, the keywords I selected are too specific, which is really good, and there is one article that actually has a title comprising of these two keywords, and as you can see, this is the article itself. However, one article is not enough for you to develop a good research concept and maybe write up something. So we need more than one research article. So there is a related articles button right here. You have to go ahead and click on that related articles button. So this will display all the other articles that are related to this first article, as you can see. So some articles are readily available in PDF format, while others aren't readily available. In my previous video, I already showed a very simple procedure one can use to access articles that are not readily available online, articles that require you to go ahead and purchase them. So for this, once you get this list, then you can go ahead and read the title of the articles displayed, and then you go ahead and download the PDF directly. I'm going to use random articles here. I think I'll pick 3 articles. Let's say, let me pick this article. I can double click on it. Here we go. This is the article. In order for me to get access to it, it may not necessarily be available. There you go. It's not available, freely available online. So what I only need here is this URL. Oops. I'm going to go ahead, copy this URL, open a new tab, then type in sci-hub and paste in the URL. There it is. This is the article that I was looking for. Wait patiently for it to load. Okay, once it has loaded, I can go ahead and download it to an appropriate folder and save it. Then I navigate back to this list of articles and I pick another article that may be of interest to me. Let's say I pick this other article. This time let me click this button and I download it directly. And then I'll go ahead and pick another article. Let's say this. I'm going to pick this article. I'm going to download this also. So for this video, I'm going to use 3 articles as an example, but you just feel free to navigate through all the articles that have been listed down. See whether in the title, the keywords that you've defined are also appearing in the title. That is actually a much better paper for you to go ahead and access. Okay, so now I'll navigate to the folder where I have those articles downloaded, or better still, I can just do this, show in folder. There you go. These are the articles that I downloaded. So I can now open each and try to read through, especially the abstract, and look again through the title, see whether this article is appropriate for me. Some articles are pretty long. This one has 22 pages. So instead of taking a lot of time reading through all the 22 pages, I mostly take time on the abstract itself to identify whether this article will be of much importance to my research or not. For example, this from the title itself, it reads Model Computations of Angular Power Spectra for Anisotropic Absorptive Turbulent Magnetized Plasma. So the title mentions nothing about atmospheric irregularities and scintillations. Okay, but we shall go ahead and look at the abstract itself. Now, the first few lines of the abstract are supposed to give me an idea of the background of the study. Then a few lines within the abstract are also supposed to give me an idea about the methods that were used, about the results that were gotten, and some of the conclusions that were drawn from the results. However, I'm not going to go through this, and just from the title itself, I'm not going to do any kind of modeling, so implying that this article may not be of importance to me. Instead of taking time out reading through the whole article, I can discard this article and concentrate on other articles. So I'm going to open the second article. This is the second article. I think I can close this up. Yeah. So GPS scintillation and take gradients at equatorial latitudes in April 2016. There you go. Scintillation. It's one of the keywords that I had defined earlier, and this paper might be of interest to me, but to confirm, I'll have to go through the abstract. It is a paper of 8 pages, which is not that much, but in order to read it with much confidence that I'm going to get something positive and important for my research in this article, I'll spend time first in the abstract, then identify whether this is in line with what I need, then I'll keep the paper, read it later. So here we go, ionospheric scintillations, okay, which is good. There's a mention of ionospheric scintillations quite a number of times, and they also use an instrument, right? They mention the instrument here, they mention the location, yes, okay. They also mention ionospheric irregularities right at this point, which cause scintillations. Okay, so which means that this article is of importance to me because the keywords that I defined are mentioned frequently in the abstract. So I go ahead and keep this article. Then lastly, the third article that I just opened, this one is already good enough for me, really, from the title itself. Unexpected glasses and scintillation. So these two terms are what I am looking for exactly. So when I go through the abstract, an essential component of the ionosphere is a small-scale DR, cause scintillations of red. Yeah, okay. So, and their keywords match up with exactly what I had defined also while I was searching for this article. So I believe this article is also important and will be important in my study. So I go ahead and keep this, and there's only one article that I have to discard. That's the article, and these are the two articles that I remain with. Okay, this is just an example, but you can go ahead and navigate through about 20 articles within a short period of time, and you filter out only the articles that you're interested in within a short period of time. So basically that's it. That's what I do to always identify articles that are important to me. It saves me a lot of time. Instead of going through very many articles at once, I'm not so sure, I instead do this, and I'm able to get only those articles that are important to me. With this procedure, in a week, I can end up reading articles of importance to me, and these articles can range from maybe 5 to 8 articles, and I get whatever information I want. I develop a good research, etc. Yeah, so hopefully this video helps you out also. Apply it. After applying it, feel free to comment down below whether this was important to you, and if you have any other ideas of how best this can be done, feel free to also inform us in the comments below. Otherwise, thank you so much for watching, and hopefully this was helpful.